Well, we finished with week 4 of the NFL picks. We're a quarter done with the season. How did you do so far?
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes?
Subscribe to the members of ISN.
Hey there, football fans. My name is Derek, and this is the Gridiron Blitz. Be sure to subscribe and like the video and ring that notification bell because here we talk all things football. Well, guys, we are a quarter done with the season, and we are here again with the video dud NFL Pick'ems. Even though this video does not get a ton of views, it's still my first year doing this, and I am having a wonderful time with my NFL predictions. And I must admit, I'm doing pretty good if I say so myself. I am doing pretty good this year. So make sure you leave your how you did last week in the comments and follow along as we look at week 5 predictions. But before we go to week 5, let's take a look and see how I did in week 4. All right, so after 4 weeks of football with a possible 64 games, but we only had 63 played due to the postpone of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Tennessee Titans, I am 42-20-1. Which brings us to 63 games. I'll make up the 64th game on the back end. So let's go into week 5 and do our predictions for week 5. So I think we started with the NFC for week 4. So we're going to start with the AFC this week. The first game we have is the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs did look mighty mortal on Monday night against the struggling New England Patriots without Cam, but I think they bounce back and they get the W over the Raiders to hand the Raiders what I do believe will be their 3rd consecutive loss. Now we're going to move to Denver at New England. No Cam Newton. I'm going to take Denver because Brian Hoyer was terrible and Stidham didn't look much better. Cam Newton will be out at least until I believe week 6. So I'm going to take the Denver Broncos to win that game. Even though Joe Burrow did get his first win, shout out to Joe Burrow, I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens to win that game at home. Then we're going to move to 2 really bad teams, Jacksonville at Houston. Houston just fired their head coach and GM Bill O'Brien. I think they bounce back and they finally get their first win of the season and beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this is going to be a really, really good game. Buffalo, Tennessee. I'm going to have to come back to this game because I'm just not ready for this game right here. Then we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Cleveland Browns. This is also going to be a tough one. Yeesh. Okay, I'll come back to that one as well. So let's go to the NFC now. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Chicago Bears. I am going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win that game. We have the Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons. Dan Quinn is still employed. Yeesh. I think they get another loss, and Carolina goes on to win 3 in a row. The LA Rams at the Washington Football Team. I am going to take the LA Rams to win that game on the road. Dallas Cowboys and yeesh. The Dallas Cowboys at home hosting the New York Giants. I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys to get off a skid and win that game at home. I cannot stand the Seahawks. I cannot stand the Vikings. I am going to take the Seahawks to win this game. We have the Lions and the Packers, 2 teams from the NFC North that will be on a bye this week. Now let's jump to the middle here. We got the Arizona Cardinals at the New York Jets. The New York Jets are just horrendous right now, the worst team in the National Football League. I am going to take the Arizona Cardinals to stop their 2-game skid and get a win against the New York Jets. Now we're going to move to Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. I'm going to take Pittsburgh, who is undefeated, to win that game. I know Philly is coming off a win, and they're going to be riding high, but I take the Chiefs to win that game. I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers to bounce back as well to beat the Miami Dolphins. And I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints, who have found new life in Drew Brees, to beat the Los Angeles Chargers. All right. Now, let's go to the 2 games that were hard for me to call. the Tennessee Titans hosting the Buffalo Bills. Both of these teams are undefeated at this point. I think Tennessee is 3-0 to Buffalo's 4-0. And I think, which is kind of weird because we are in week 5, I think the Buffalo Bills win this game. I think that Josh Allen outduels Ryan Tannehill, and they get the win on the road. That's going to probably be, I don't know if that's an upset pick, but that's the one I'm taking. And I am also going to take, even though the Cleveland Browns are a pretty hot start after losing, I think, game 1 or 2, I am going to take the Indianapolis Colts to beat them on the road as well, to beat the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. So at the end of week 4, the Gridiron Blitz is 42-20-1. Leave your record as of this point in the comments below. So let's take a look at the division and see how it's matching up against what I picked and what's really happening here. So if you look at the AFC North, I have the Cleveland Browns as 0-5, and they're actually 3-1. I have not picked them to win this season. I didn't even realize that, with the Baltimore Ravens winning that division. I have the Indianapolis Colts at 5-0, the Buffalo Bills at 5-0, and the Kansas City Chiefs at 5-0. So far, not too bad. Buffalo is undefeated, and the Kansas City Chiefs are undefeated. Now, if we go over to the NFC, I've got the Green Bay Packers leading that division. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers 4-1. So I'm pretty much right along there. They've got one loss, I think, came to the Saints in week 1. And then we have the atrocious NFC East, which is almost exactly like this, except the Cowboys is a bit in reverse. They're 1-3. What? Can you believe that the Philadelphia Eagles at 1-3 are winning that division? What a pathetic division that is. And I have the Arizona Cardinals leading that division at 5-0. Wow, I have not picked them to lose. Huh. Well, I was wrong with they're 2-2, with the Seattle Seahawks being the ones that are undefeated in that division. So what do you think, guys? Leave it in the comments below what you think this week will be, and how do you think I've done so far, amassing a 42-20-1 record. We'll make up that other game on the back end. So I want you guys to stay safe. If you haven't subscribed already, do so. Ring that notification bell, and I want to see you guys in the next video.